welcome to another interesting episode of your program, Nimasa This Week. I remain your anchor, Moyoluwa Olutayo. We are here today celebrating the Day of the Seafarers 2025, and we are in the city of Port Harcourt. The theme of this year is celebrating the silent strength behind global trade, our seafarers. Stay tuned as we begin the cruise.
Introducing the new face of the Nigerian Maritime Administration and Safety Agency, Nimasa. We are charting the direction for a maritime and regulating the industry for a better, bigger, and more economically stable Nigeria. Evolved to serve you better. We are Nimasa. New face, rejuvenated service. Nimasa, changing the tides in your favor.
Welcome back on the program. It's still Nimasa this week, and we're still here celebrating the silent strength behind global trade, our seafarers. At the venue of the event, we have with us the Honorable Minister of Marine and Blue Economy, His Excellency Adegboyega Oyetola, CON. We also have with us the Minister of Labor and Productivity, Alhaji Mohammed Megari. We have a host of other dignitaries here. We have the Director General of Nimasa, Dr. Dayo Mobriola. Stay tuned on the program. I'll be right back.
The Day of the Seafarer is an annual observance instituted by the International Maritime Organization to honor the vital contributions of seafarers to global trade and everyday life. Despite their indispensable role, seafarers often remain unsung heroes, overlooked within the maritime industry and by the general public. Here in Nigeria, the 2025 commemoration of this significant date on the global maritime calendar took place in Port Harcourt, Rivers State. The event drew key players from both the public and private sectors and featured the official unveiling of a major milestone, the Maritime Labor e-Platform, a digital innovation spearheaded by Nimasa under the federal government, aimed at transforming the governance of maritime labor in Nigeria. Introducing the initiative, the Honorable Minister of Marine and Blue Economy, Adegboyega Oyetola, CON, described the platform as a transformative tool for labor administration in the maritime sector. He also addressed the 2025 theme, MyHarassment-free ship, reaffirming the government's commitment to seafarers' rights and commending Nimasa for its forward-thinking initiative.
This year's theme, MyHarassment-free ship, speaks to our collective duty to make every ship a safe, respectful workplace. Harassment and bullying have no place in our maritime industry. The federal government of Nigeria, through the Ministry of Marine and Blue Economy, is committed to enhancing the seafaring profession. We are prioritizing quality training by upgrading maritime institutions, expanding capacity building programs, and aligning our seafarers' education with international standards. We are committed to full compliance with the STCW Convention, including recent amendments mandating anti-harassment training on board ships.
In his remarks, the Director General of Nimasa, Dr. Dayo Mobriola, restated the agency's dedication to the welfare of Nigerian seafarers in alignment with international standards. He also noted that Nigeria remains Africa's largest contributor of seafarers, a feat made possible through strategic initiatives such as the Nigerian Seafarers Development Program, NSDP.
This year's celebration theme, MyHarassment-free ship, is particularly apt. It is a call to action to ensure that our seafarers feel safe, valued, and protected at sea, because the ship is not just their place of work, it is their temporary home. Therefore, it must reflect the highest standards of dignity and professionalism, fostering zero tolerance for harassment. Nimasa would continue, therefore, to play its part in ensuring that Nigeria contributes effectively to regulations affecting seafarers. We remain the highest contributor of seafarers in Africa. Our men and women sail on vessels in our domestic waters and globally. This will continue to grow through the Nigerian Seafarers Development Program, NSDP, and the efforts of our maritime training institutions.
The event also featured goodwill messages from international maritime stakeholders, an award ceremony celebrating the resilience and contributions of outstanding Nigerian seafarers, and a ship visit by the Honorable Minister and his delegation to personally engage with seafarers on board.
As a nation, Nigeria is committed to fostering an environment that supports and values our maritime workforce. The importance of capacity building, promoting safety standards and welfare, as well as social protection, are key in ensuring a secure and conducive working environment. Furthermore, government's commitment is evidenced in the ratification of International Labour Organization Convention number 190 on violence and harassment.
Seafarers are the silent engines of international trade, from transporting vital goods across continents to braving the harshest conditions at sea. They form the backbone of maritime commerce. In Nigeria, where the blue economy holds immense potential, our seafarers are pivotal in ensuring the continued flow of economic activity, employment generation, and national development.
As a committee, we are resolutely committed to advocating for legislations, policies that will enhance seafarers' welfare, safety, and professional advancement. Acknowledging their unique challenges, it is our solemn responsibility to ensure optimal working conditions, superior education, training, and robust social protection.
We must also acknowledge that seafarers often face unique challenges and risks, including harassment and bullying on board vessels. At our subsidiary NSML, we are committed to creating a diverse and safe working environment for all seafarers. We believe every individual deserves to work in a place where they feel valued, respected, and protected. To achieve this, we've implemented policies, procedures, and actions that enforce our zero tolerance to bullying and harassment on all our vessels.
The campaign should be brought to the doorposts of the seafarers, not only on ashore. I have to thank the Honorable Minister for you to put a good team in Nimasa. Nimasa right now, under the leadership of our brother here, is doing very well.
5th of June, we joined the global maritime community in celebrating the Day of the Seafarer to honor the vital contributions of seafarers who keep global trade moving. This year's theme, MyHarassment-free ship, highlights a bold and necessary initiative to promote a culture of respect and zero tolerance for bullying and harassment at sea. Seafaring offers a unique and rewarding career. At the World Maritime University, we are committed to advancing a maritime culture rooted in dignity, equity, and safety, where every ship is harassment-free.
We are to raise awareness amongst everybody about the reality of harassment at sea. We just must protect the proactive industry action to implement zero tolerance policies. We must encourage reporting and accountability through safe and accessible channels.
The Nigerian approach to contribute to the living and working condition of seafarers has always been a reference point to other countries within the sub-region. It is expected that this will be taken note of, especially as the country is vying for the Category C election of the IMO. On this note, I wish you a happy and a successful Seafarer Day celebration.
Today, we stand in solidarity with the seafarers, the invincible backbone of the global economy, and reaffirm our collective obligation to ensure that every ship is not just safe and secure, but also respectful and inclusive. The call for harassment-free ship is not a slogan. It is a moral imperative. Harassment and bullying in any form against any gender have no place on board any vessel flying Nigerian flag or any other flag at all. It is our duty as a policymaker, regulators, employers, unions, and other international community to embed zero tolerance policy, effective grievance mechanisms, and gender-sensitive training in our maritime systems.
Welcome to the future of maritime labor administration in Nigeria. Introducing the Nimasa Maritime Labor e-Platform, a smart, integrated digital system designed to revolutionize how we register, manage, and verify maritime labor services across the nation. For the first time, stakeholders can seamlessly register, renew documentation, and verify credentials, all from the comfort of their devices, anytime, anywhere in the world. The Maritime Labor e-Platform is built with efficiency and transparency in mind. It ensures real-time access to services, secure data management, and automated compliance monitoring aligned with international best practices. The platform's core objectives include providing a one-stop hub for all maritime labor documentation and verification, maintaining a centralized, real-time national database of maritime professionals and employers, generating accurate data for planning, policy formulation, and performance evaluation, enhancing regulatory compliance through automated tracking systems. More than just a portal, it's a game changer. This initiative is improving the ease of doing business in Nigeria's maritime sector by streamlining processes, reducing paperwork, and eliminating delays. It positions Nimasa as a forward-thinking regulator, leveraging technology to drive innovation and build trust within the industry. By embracing digital transformation, Nimasa is not just catching up, it is setting the pace. The management of Nimasa, led by Dr. Dayo Muberiola under the supervision of the Ministry of Marine and Blue Economy, developed this portal to enhance the competitiveness of Nigeria's maritime workforce, contribute to national economic growth, and strengthen Nigeria's standing as a global maritime leader. The Nimasa Maritime Labor e-Platform. Efficient, transparent, secure. Log on today and be part of a smarter maritime future. Welcome to the future of maritime labor administration in Nigeria. Seafarers are described as the unsung heroes. They work hard on board vessels. The Nigerian Maritime Administration and Safety Agency, under the supervision of the Ministry of Marine and Blue Economy, is statutorily responsible for certification, regulation, and welfare of seafarers in Nigeria. 4,910 Nigerian seafarers have been placed on board vessels within the past 12 months, while 67 cadets were placed on board vessels during the same period. The number of seafarers who registered with Nimasa within the past 12 months is 2,897, while 408 cadets registered with the agency during the same period. The General Collective Bargaining Agreement for the seafaring industry has been put in place by Nimasa to ensure minimum labor standard wages in the industry are paid to seafarers, and 30 cases of employee-employer disputes were reported and successfully resolved via mediation by the agency. Nimasa has continued evaluation and monitoring of compliance status on crewing of seafarers by seafarers' employers. The Daiomo Beriola-led administration has also facilitated free training of 200 seafarers in various relevant mandatory courses. The Nigerian Seafarers Development Program, the agency's signpost for seafarers' development, has continued to yield results. Out of the 2,476 who enrolled as cadets under the NSDP program, 1,791 completed undergraduate programs and placed on board ships for sea time training. Now, 979 of them are graduates with their COC. It is heartwarming to note that over 421 NSDP graduates are employed in the maritime industry across the globe. Training and certification standards in Nigeria. The agency has faithfully committed to the statutory funding of the Nigerian Maritime Academy while constantly engaging other training institutions on how best to ensure global acceptability. Today, Nimasa, under the supervision of the Ministry of Marine and Blue Economy, celebrates seafarers, the silent strength behind global trade, the unsung heroes, braving oceans to connect the world. Our seafarers, our pride. Nimasa appreciates your sacrifice and service to the motherland. Nimasa is committed to ensuring a harassment-free shipping environment for seafarers.
The administration, in collaboration with Nimasa, remains steadfast in advocating for the rights and welfare of Nigerian seafarers. We are committed to providing comprehensive training programs, enforcing stringent safety regulations, and offering continuous support to ensure our seafarers are among the best trained and most resilient in the world. I commend Nimasa for their relentless efforts in championing the cause of seafarers and advancing the maritime industry in Nigeria.
The federal government through Nimasa have done a lot for the industry. For instance now, the NGIC.
Yes.
The seafarers, we know our left and right. We know that we have a Bible. We know that we have our Bill of Rights. What they have done, more trust have come into the system because employer knows this is where I can go. Employee knows this is where I can go. That issue of trust, that there was no document in between two of us, is no longer there again.
So Nimasa has been doing well in terms of making sure they implement the policies, they keep that standardization, seen it in many aspects of their implementing those policies. Actually, they have been very done well in many aspects.
In a follow-up to a report we previously brought to you, a delegation from the Ghana Maritime Administration paid a working visit to the Nimasa Operational Office in Apapa, Lagos, as part of a benchmarking tour aimed at strengthening regional cooperation and learning from Nigeria's maritime governance model. The delegation included representatives from the Ghana Navy, Ghana Maritime Authority, and the Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority. They were received by Mr. Hiki Dimowo, Director of Marine Environment Management Department, and Barrister Peter Agbaminoja, both representing the Executive Director of Operations, Engineer Fatai Adeyemi, along with other Nimasa officials. In his opening remarks, Mr. Dimowo described Ghana as a sister country to Nigeria and underscored the immense potential for collaboration in capacity building and technical support across the maritime sector.
We are happy to have you, and we hope your benchmarking visit, as it has been coined, will provide fruitful platforms for us to continue to collaborate. Of course, there are lots of areas where we can collaborate. Besides capacity building, technical assistance, lots of things we can do, and we have always been doing. Like I said earlier, Ghana is considered a sister country, and will continue to deal in that regards. So once again, I welcome you, and I hope our deliberations go very well, and you will enjoy your stay here. Thank you.
Speaking on behalf of the delegation, Commodore Roger Bagonia, the Deputy Chief of Staff, Naval Policy and Plans, Ghana Navy, expressed appreciation for the warm reception. He noted that the visit was a continuation of engagements following the recent West African Hydrographic Summit held in Abuja, and a valuable opportunity for Ghana to learn from Nigeria's advanced hydrographic systems.
Before this visit, we were in Abuja for the West Africa Hydro Summit. That provided an avenue to interact with past hydrographers of the Navy, the CEO of the National Hydrographic Agency, and then other national hydrographers. There were representations from Gambia, Guinea, Morocco, and then even the one director from the International Hydrographic Organization. So that provided an avenue to really know what Ghana Navy or the Ghanaian delegation needed to do towards the purpose of this visit, which is benchmarking. What do we mean by benchmarking? Basically, we've realized that Nigeria has a well-established hydrography, should I say, framework or unit. So we are here to learn so that Ghana will be able to take its hydrography to a greater height.
The delegation later embarked on a guided tour of Nimasa's Maritime Resource and Development Center at Kirikiri, which included a visit to the C4I Center, the agency's hub for maritime surveillance and coordination.
Introducing the new face of the Nigerian Maritime Administration and Safety Agency, Nimasa. We are charting the direction for a maritime and regulating the industry for a better, bigger, and more economically stable Nigeria. Evolved to serve you better. We are Nimasa. New face, rejuvenated service. Nimasa, changing the tides in your favor.
Wow, we've finally come to the end of the program today, and we've been celebrating the silent strength behind global trade, our seafarers. And the theme of the celebration, like we said earlier on, is My Harassment-free Ship. We hope and believe that our seafarers will be celebrated and their safety will be guaranteed. Thank you for being with us on the program. Until we meet again on the same platform, same station, same time next week, bon voyage.